Hello, everybody. It's been a while. I think my last vlog was on the 6th of May, and it was actually telling you that I was going to be doing daily vlogs. But unfortunately, on the holiday, the software malfunctioned, and I couldn't load anything onto the computer at all. So we actually couldn't do any loading up. But I vlogged and vlogged and vlogged, did loads of vlogs. But then came back and got ready for Whitsun. Excited about the reaction to the Wizard Study and Free Pistol Pete, the new pirate theme and so forth. And as some of you might know, well, you might not know, you probably don't know, I put my whole heart into the Wizard Study, the storylines that I've created, the work on it. If you haven't know what I'm talking about, if you go back into some of my earlier vlogs, you'll see a little advertisement for it. And we pushed it, and then half term came. And of the two challenges, as I said, I've put my heart into this. I really have put everything into it, and I've done as best as I could. And we had a grand total of 2 people do the challenge. That event sent me into a real spin, because it's just, and what's amazing, I started studying why people look at, they just look away. Now, I'm conceited enough to know that it isn't crap. It's just that people are completely and utterly confused by it. It's not supposed to be there. It isn't part of a shop. So we've got some big changes coming. We've got to make them. We live totally from the 6 weeks holiday. That makes us enough money to actually live down in this lovely part of the world and live our lives, but very, very, very measly. I mean, you might turn around and say, "Oh, I said, Dave, you went abroad, you've done that." But those are things that, we've done 3 times over the last year, and that's down to be quite honest, I've got a little pension pot that came up, and we're only on this world once. And I said to Teeth, look, we don't do anything, we can't do much. And I'm not going to use this money just to prop ourselves up. I'm going to use it to go away. So basically, we have a little bit of money, and that's what we're spending going on the way. Now, that doesn't put food in your belly, Dave. And what about this? Well, yeah, you look at your lives, chaps, and see how much ready cash you've got. Yeah, and last time you had a bloody takeaway or did anything. So we've got to do something drastic. And also, of course, I've got lovely Donnie, my grandchild, that's changed everything, and all the ones that are coming, all the excitement they're going to bring. And strangely, it hasn't changed my mind and said I wanted to sell off all my toys, sell off the idea. It's fueling it, because I want them to have a part of it. I want them to have something that I can see what the future holds for it. I know what it can be. And you might say, well, Dave, nobody's doing it. Nobody's interested in the shop. But it doesn't mean it's not right. It's just not. And I say this for a shudder. And oh my God, please. Oh, by the way, I'm turning off comments because for this. It sounds really stupid to say that when there's going to be about 20 of you watch it. But I don't want any of you to think this is fishing. I'm not fishing. I'm not fishing for sympathy. Oh, you're right, Dave. Oh, you're lovely. I'm not interested in that. But what I am interested in is getting my vision of the Wonder Years, what it is, out there. And I say with a shudder, but Van Gogh sold 1 painting. He's the biggest selling artist in the world, but he sold 1 painting when he was alive, and that was to his brother. His stuff was worthless to the masses. Well, no, that's the Castorean too, to the people that counted, that actually fed the information to the masses to like. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about, why the masses are actually just dedicated followers of fashion, and it's coming up right now. Yes, the croc. I keep on wearing them when they were unfashionable. But now people are just in shopping mode. I don't mean that as an insult, but they are. And of course, it's a shop. So I know that if I can get it right, but I need to focus everything onto the Wonder Years, and I need to get it done in a way that is things. So we've got some big changes coming. Oh, the bells are swung. I was going to do this one edit as well. Oh well. So yes, now luckily I've already been downstairs, so I know why the bell was rang. And it's actually quite poignant because it's actually all to do with the whole meaning of life. When ice falls down. Here we go, this is what it's all about. It's this little fella here. Hello Donny boy, my little beauty. Oh, bless your little cotton socks. You're beautiful. You are, you're beautiful. So yes, that's why I'm going to have a cuddle now. So this is what me and Donny do every time he comes in, don't we Donny? We have a look up here, don't we? We have a look up here. And we look at the cave and the lights. We do, don't we? And you have a look at things. And then we come along here. And this is the one where I love your reaction to this one. We look at the light of the pilot. And look at your face. Looking at the light. You see? What can you see? You see the pot? There he is there. You see the pilot, don't you? You go over here, don't we? That was a bit of a heavy side. And we see we always look at here, don't we? And we look at the there we go. You're looking at Danny. Can you see? What can you see in there? Well, you're going to see this, but you're not going to see it here. You're going to help me build it as well. So all this theming. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, Donny is beautiful. So there's a very rare look at Donny. You won't see him very often here. But I said, I have to get sorted. I have to either stop the dream. Sorry, I'm leaning forward. I'll either have to stop the dream and sell it all off. But again, please forgive the putting me in the same room with Van Gogh, but it's only in feeling, not in talent. Could he have stopped a painting? Could he have stopped doing what he did? Not a chance. Never. Couldn't. The only way you could do it is if I can, if it means, and I did, years ago I did it for when the kids were young, and my first business was closing, and I sold off my model village. I built a model village and I sold it off. And I had enough money for us to keep on going until I got a job. I did it when we moved down here, sold off a lot of my stuff. I did it in 2019, I sold stuff off. So it's not that I don't, but I know what I've got to offer is something that is worth something, and people enjoy it. But I know that they're not interested in it here at all. So this is what we're going to do. I'm getting rid of all the actual theming in the shop completely, and it's going to become a shop. It's going to be completely. It's going to look nice, but the wizard study, the pirate, all that is all going, and it's going to be nice shelving with stock on, and people will see the stock. We know that we're very good prices. We know that with the companies we've got a lot of lines that nobody else sells, but people won't come in. Now it could be that no matter what we do, we can't change that. It might be the road. You have to cross the road, and the low ceiling in the front of the shop just might be too much of a barrier, and it will stop people coming in. Whatever we do, and then also, if you ask most locals, they say we're a toy shop. That we never was. We 2/3 of the shop were giftware. Okay, that's the bell again. I'll be back in a minute. Right, sorry about that. Right, let's see. Where was I? Bloody hell, where was Oh yes. So yeah. So the theming is, and I'm gonna concentrate on down the unit properly now. It means that Gifts Abused is either going to go to somebody. I can't say too much about that at the moment. Or next year this will be this last year, and the lease is up in the middle of next year, and we'll just won't renew the lease because I've got to make time. I've got to make time, and I can't have time. People say to me, they say, "Oh, have you finished yet?" Oh no, I've said this before. You hear me waffle on again, but I have to adapt. I was working on it, and then Emma wanted to come out of the building, so we put stuff back in there, and it filled it up again. You adapt. And of course you do, and I want to, and it's beautiful. And it gives me great joy to help. But what's upsetting is that the payment I get is that people say, "Well, you're never going to get that done." I said, "I haven't got enough hours a day." "Oh, you can make time if you wanted to." That's one thing I get a lot of. But I do waste my time. Like I wasted all those weeks building the Cedric's study to be completely and utterly ignored, bar from 2 people. So, yeah. Anyway, but what we do, all theming is coming out of Bamford's completely, and we're changing the name. We've got to get local people to use us. We've got good prices. We have, over the last 2 years, started bringing in. We've got a company that is with the only sole trader of them in Bude, and a large range of really interesting different things. But we don't see locals. Don't see them because they've already decided what our shop is, and sadly, that is either a gift shop that sells fridge magnets and fudge, what we do, but that's 1% of what we sell, or a toy shop that we aren't. We are only a third of it is a toys. So we're going to reduce that down as well. We're going to totally re-theme it. We've got a name for it. It's going to be called Gifts Emporium, and we're going to decorate the shop, fun shop, big new signs in, and we're just going to completely make it so it's a brand new shop. Possibly even have a closing down sale in Bamford, so then we can actually officially sort of get people to believe that it's gone. And then hopefully there will be some interest in looking at it with the new look, and just hopefully get locals to use us, because we can't carry on. We can, like I said, we've got July and August, that's enough for us to live. But like yesterday, I'm going to show you. I shouldn't do this, but yesterday Bamford needs to take £300 to just break even. So we've made no money, but we've been able to pay the wages for the staff. We've paid the electricity, paid everything, the rent, the rates, all these other things, insurance, all these other things, and we need to take £300. Now it was the 19th of June yesterday. This isn't the middle of winter, and we took 271 quid. We were £29 short of breaking even. Gifts Abused took 118. It needs to take about 150. No, a bit more than that actually, 200. So that was down by 82 quid on the 19th of June. And this is not unusual. It's like this all the time. When the families aren't here, you're relying on just a certain amount of people that don't come into the shop. They just walk past. Or some people, they walk in. I had a couple of days ago. They walked in, looked at the fudge, looked at the fridge magnets and said, "Just fridge magnets and fudge." And the lady went, and walked out. And it's crazy, because that's, they looked at 2% of the shop and decided that's the whole shop. Now that doesn't show any kind of lateral thinking, does it? It shows a real locked box. Now remember, educated people can be just as locked in the boxes as thick people, education-wise. Intelligence has nothing to do with education, but it's assumption. If you assume, you haven't got a chance. Anyway, I'm waffling on again, and I've had enough of it. So, that's it. I want to put this out there. Like I said, I've turned the comments off because I don't need, that's not the right word, but I don't need people to sympathise with me. But I'm just, this is it. It's came to me today, this morning, and I want to put it down because I want to make it so then it's there. And the people that know me can talk about it and so forth. But I've been going into real dark places the last month, and unfortunately, when you go into a dark place, you can't help but take other people in there with you as well, and it's not fair. So I've got to come out, got to break out of it, got to get things sorted, and I can't do anything about it now. Well, there will be things now, but I've just got to get the ball rolling, so then we get into a position where we're ready for the changeover. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, another boring waffle from me. And I will be putting on the holiday vlogs. Hopefully, I can't find anything. I had so many vlogs that the computer couldn't hold the actual the images, so I had to put it onto my hard drive. Then I did that. Then I couldn't find my hard drive. I put it down somewhere. Found my hard drive. Then this was yesterday. Couldn't find the lead for it. So, but now I found the lead, the hard drive. So tomorrow, I'm in the shop tomorrow. And I'm hoping that I can actually get in there and actually do some work on the holiday vlogs, so they can from Cologne, and I think they'll make me, that'll cheer me up as well. So anyway, so I am waffling now. It's time to say goodbye.